Welcome to the no to the fucking shit. I can't even speak now. Welcome to the
The
com.
CommonHeads podcast.
That's staying in the cut. Welcome to the CommonHeads podcast. I'm IFCJK, joined with S Fangs, and I got my brother, Mr. Wicked, in the building. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Chilling like always.
All right. Oh, I actually had a topic just pop into my head as well because it's about how you switched over to another streaming service, but that is going to be a topic for maybe today, maybe another time. But we'll probably get deeper into that later. But first thing is first. All right, so you now have access to the chat. I don't know if you saw the chat if you scroll up, but this is a thing that is happening right now in the world. A chicken nugget just made more money than all of us in probably less than a couple days, maybe even less than a week. I still hear myself. God damn it, thanks. Okay, so I have this right here. Let me see if I can screen share this real quick because this is hilarious. So, oh god, dang it. Okay, so this chicken nugget that looked like an Among Us character set out for $99,000 on eBay. So this man said he had figured it would probably go somewhere between $50, but nothing like this. The seller, whose account name on Best Buy is Paulizna, told CNET of the wallet walloping Nosh, which was bought for a whopping $99,000. So the bid stopped at literally $100,000 when bidding closed early Friday morning.
Jesus.
Like, I don't understand how anybody would spend this much money on a chicken nugget that looks like an Among Us character.
Why would that even be a thing?
This is the thing that bothers. Like, I don't understand why that would be a thing. Like, why would?
Right.
Like, that is crazy to me, bro.
Oh, apparently it came from the BTS meal.
Prayers.
So literally, holy crap, S-Fangs.
Yes.
I still hear myself sometimes. Like, where's that coming from?
Is stream open?
No, I have his stream muted.
Yeah, but that's weird because I hear myself coming in from like loud points, I guess, when I speak loudly. But reportedly, a part of the BTS meal, which was named after the Grammy, obviously the K-pop group, the popular menu includes 10 nuggets, a medium fries, and a Coke. Which apparently one of the nuggets just looked like an Among Us character, and this dude thought, hey, this looks kind of cool. I know Among Us is popular. Let me put this in a plastic bag, seal it. Let's go ahead and, hope for the best that it doesn't deteriorate and just, sell it on eBay.
I mean, if it came from McDonald's, bro, it won't deteriorate at all.
I mean, whatever they do with their food,
I mean, to be honest, bro, that chicken nugget's going to be that chicken nugget in like 10 years.
That's scary to think about because, like, I mean, we all saw, like, if everybody watched the Super Size Me like documentary thing, right? Like, obviously that shit is gonna stay forever. I mean, their fries stayed the same for a very long time as well. So that chicken nugget is probably still but $100,000. Oh, who bought that? Who actually spent money to do this? Like, I just need answers to the $100,000 question. Why? Like, but why?
Bro, why even spend that much on a chicken nugget is beyond me. I mean, it's one chicken that you can't even eat.
It's
And the fact that it does look like an Among Us chicken nugget.
Among Us has taken over the world to where if there's food or anything of the sort, like some type of merchandise, people are gonna buy Among Us merchandise. People are gonna buy these things. And then this happens for a chicken fucking nugget.
I
Oh,
mean, what a
man.
time! What a time for that to even happen, with Among Us coming to consoles, which basically is going to be soon, from what I hear.
It's already on the Switch. It's
Yeah,
already on the Switch, and they're also updating the Among Us game for 15-player lobbies, 15 or 16-player lobbies, and who knows what other updates that they're gonna bring the game. But Jesus,
Testing.
it had 184 bids.
it had 184 bids, and the last bid came out to $100,000. That's insane. That's thanks. I'm good. I don't hear myself anymore.
Yeah, I fixed it. It was because my apparently you coming through my desktop audio
I
and not
knew
the
it.
communications audio for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I had to lower my desktop audio.
Okay. Well. All right. Back to the subject at hand, S ranks. So stop paying attention to that and bring your
I'm
ass.
literally looking at my bottom screen.
Well, what do you have to say about the Among Us chicken nugget?
What do I gotta say about the chicken nugget? I bet that chicken nugget would never be eaten.
Oh, of course not. You spent $100,000 on a chicken nugget. Of course not. That's not gonna be eaten. He's gonna keep it in a glass case somewhere, where it's fucking on display in some trophy case or a living room.
Put it in a jar of cum.
What?
Look, let's just joke.
S fangs.
I missed it. What was that?
I don't know if I want to repeat that.
Please repeat it. I need to know.
He said, I'm a bleep. Oh my god, I gotta edit it to bleep it out now. Fucking A. He said, keep it in a jar of cum.
Somebody come get this man's.
S-Face, you are fucking ridiculous.
You didn't expect me to say this. That's
No,
why
I
said
did
it.
not. I did not expect you to say that shit. The fuck? Of course not.
Okay,
Alright.
on a serious note, I think that whoever bought it must have had like a lot of money and still has a lot of money.
Like,
Reading some of the comments on it too, it's like people are saying like money laundering, like all kinds of stuff,
yeah.
Like
That
it's
still doesn't, like, change the fact that you spent. It involves BTS, which I guess puts some fucking price on it as well, because BTS is a well-known K-pop group and a lot of people love BTS. So, like, holy shit, though. I don't understand. I'm still.
what's there to understand though, bro? Like people literally they spend money.
I wish I had whatever the job that they had to spend money like that, because
How would you put that on taxes though? Real talk. How would you end up putting that on taxes when you file taxes?
It would just be as a sale.
Yeah, it would just be a sale.
Oh.
And in
I
quotes,
thought you had to go into detail.
and in quotes, you see, I sold a chicken nugget.
I'd put fucking chicken nuggets.
That doesn't. Oh my god.
That's thing about it though. I mean, like people spend ridiculous amounts of money on the most random stuff.
What was another one? Somebody spent a fucking crazy amount of money for a tortilla with Jesus' face on it, right?
I
Mhm.
believe
Wasn't
so.
that a
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. That was.
So
That was a thing, and also, what was a recent one? A Dorito?
yeah,
It was something about a Dorito. What was the fucking thing about the Dorito? Wicked, I think you showed me this. What the fuck was it? It was something about a Dorito.
I totally forget, bro.
Something
I go
about a
through so many random stuff that it's just ridiculous.
eBay is a cesspool of crazy shit. So if you guys want to go ahead and look for some ridiculous shit to buy, but I advise you not to buy it because, you know, why would you spend thousands of dollars on a chicken nugget and or a Dorito or a flour tortilla with Jesus' face on it? I mean, huh?
I think it was like $12,000 for a giant Dorito.
It was a giant Dorito
Yeah.
that came out of a normal size bag. Oh, and besides eBay shit, games that are coming out soon for PS5. I
right.
believe that Ratchet and Clank is coming out soon. Correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank for the PS5 is coming out soon. Guilty Gear Strive, a game that I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to, is coming out this week. It had 2 successful betas. Well, successful in the name of they're actually, you know, taking the information from the community, putting it into effect, rather
Mhm.
than you know, letting that
Dumb bullshit.
letting that information sit and not do anything about it. So that's actually really good that they addressed it earlier also about the lobby systems on how they're changing it, and so and how some stations break in the lobby, so they're actually fixing that as well.
Mhm.
Um,
That's
that's
good that they
that's good that they're taking
because
that because Connect.
developers who are like in the game, when any developer turns and say, "Hey guys, we're going to delay this game," that's good. That's good news. That's actually good because that means that they care about their product.
Oh yeah, of course, and it's Guilty Gear. I mean, they've always been supporting their games from fucking even from XR, because we got XR, we got XR Rev, and we got XR Rev 2, which, to be honest, like that, it was good updates when it came out. So I can't wait to see what the future holds for Strive. Like, obviously, it's still a
Don't go
fresh.
getting any.
They already delayed it 3 months, so
Mhm.
it's coming out soon, and we're all looking forward to that game in
It's
general.
gonna be on Steam, right?
It's gonna be on Steam and it's gonna be on
Okay.
PS4, PS5.
Okay. Please tell
With
me you're getting the Steam version.
I might. I have the PlayStation version though right now.
Oh, okay.
I have the PlayStation version. Um, Wicked. What
And they better
games?
fucking get crossplay, bro. They better have fucking crossplay.
It
I'm
it
saying it right now.
it
They
might.
need crossplay.
It, I know it needs
They
crossplay,
really
but they
care.
might
They need
not.
to.
It
I'm
might not because of the way the net code works. The way the net code works, I believe, is from console from, you know what I mean, console to console, PC to PC. That's how
Oh,
that connectivity works so well, is because of the
that's
net code. So it's literally
that's true.
adding extra, is trying to add extra code to a game that has amazing net play. But to try to add crossplay in that, it might take a lot more time.
Now, see, I understand. So this is like getting into this kind of topic, right? In terms of netcode. Just like I know this is like a little sidetracked, but because of how they, yeah, as you said, it's because console to console, PC to PC. But when you go to tournament, you're not gonna be playing on thousands of PC. You're not gonna be playing on like 100 PC setups. You're gonna be playing on console setups.
Yeah, you're gonna be
You
playing on
know,
console setups, but
like locally.
yeah, but the thing
But
is
you
that
know,
the translation between both PC and PlayStation probably won't be so different. Besides, like the higher
mhm.
frame rate and things like that you can get from PC, it might not actually be that different. So it
Mhm.
doesn't matter if somebody plays on PC or somebody plays on console. When you go to a tournament, when
It
you go to
can
an offline
well,
event, it's gonna feel the same.
that's true, but when you think about practice, if you don't get if you don't get like you can't like have friends or that you can like locally or just like make friends to get locally practice, you know? I mean, like weird because like when it comes to practice, you either gonna have like friends that you can come over to each other's houses, right? You're gonna practice like matchups and whatnot, right?
Mhm.
For a tournament
No,
event when
no,
people get housing, you know what I mean?
this is one of the things that they integrated into Strive as well. It's the lobby system also has a training mode and a player-to-player training mode where you can set the timer to limitless and you can literally go through matchups online.
Oh,
They thought about that.
I didn't know. I didn't know that. Okay, that's
Yep,
cool. That's
they
cool.
thought about
I
that.
didn't know.
They
I
made
was just
that.
talking about like more like normal, like like normal, not normal, but like what is what I'm generically like all the fighting games that we already have that we don't even
Yeah, they
that
don't
like
have a lot of
because
the
like this
fighting
is
games that we have now. We
this is
don't
gonna
have
be the
online.
first time, like this is probably like the first game that I know of that has this so-called integrated training mode, player to player.
I think there was another game that had online training mode.
It might have been KI maybe. I don't know. KI
Mm,
has it or not.
no, I think it might
Is
have
it in
been.
K11?
No, I don't know. I forgot.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, anyway, this is like the first time I've heard of that, but that sounds like really good
yeah,
to have that.
it's really good. And plus,
But I was mostly just saying like most practice comes from being online when it comes like getting good at the game, you know? When it comes to learning
right, but that's
matchups,
the thing.
that's the best environment.
That's the crazy thing. Like, we don't know how this game would play. I mean, from what I felt from being in training mode and being online, that the differences are not a lot, unless somebody has a super high ping and they lose probably 6 or 7 frames. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you can actually feel the difference. But
Rollback
online,
Nickel is amazing.
online for this game is amazing. It
Yeah,
really
yeah.
is. Um,
I was just I'm just trying to like speak in general of like how you would prepare for like a local tourney compared to being on console compared to being like playing it online with those through console PC, you know what I mean? Like if the process of being like
we've
going
been,
through that.
brother, we've been doing that for years already.
I know that we've been doing it for years. It just boggles my mind of like they play it on console in locals, you know, versus you owning it on PC, and a lot of people are going to have it on console. You know what I mean? There's like no crossplay on top of that.
There's a lot of PC players that do well on in tournaments though. Remember that. There's a lot of people that play
I'm
on
not saying that they
PC.
don't. I'm just saying that it
But
seems
it
like
shouldn't. If you're a player and you want to play in tourneys, and you know this for a fact that it's gonna be on console because that's just how tournaments work. It's easier to bring the
Mhm.
consoles over rather than, you know what I mean, hugging a whole fucking setup that
Yeah,
costs more than a fucking console. It's a lot easier. And
mhm. I get that.
for a player that plays on, he primarily plays on PC. Like, if I want to primarily play on PC, but a tournament is on console, I'm I know that it's going to be played on console, so I'm not going to bitch about it. You
Right.
shouldn't have to.
I'm not bitching about it either.
There shouldn't be anything bad about it. Like, it doesn't matter if it's going to be on console or PC. You're going to play the game because you want to
Mhm.
compete, and that's just how it's going to roll. Like, you shouldn't just fucking. It's kind of like having a mindset of like, oh, I play on PC. The frames are different. That's why I lost. No, that shouldn't be your
I don't know.
fucking excuse.
I
Well,
guess
a
I
lot
didn't
of
really.
tournaments are switching
Mhm.
over to PCs though now. Like a lot of tournaments are switching over to PCs.
I know that for a lot of FPS tournaments, they're primarily going to PC.
Mhm.
Because I think for a lot of FPS tourneys, they were console, right? They were console for
Yeah,
a
yeah,
very long
yeah.
time.
Yeah, they started off like Xbox tournaments, and then they switched over to PlayStation, depending on who bought rights.
Right.
And then now it's basically turning into all PCs,
Like
Mhm.
like a
and they
lot
bring
of
in these PCs with the same specs and all of that stuff.
right, just to keep everything fair.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing with fighting game tournaments. Like, if you think about it, going from old school where everybody played in the arcade, that's how everybody played, and then moving over to where Xbox was, because Xbox was the primary for Street Fighter 4 and a
Right.
lot of other fighting games, because the hardware for the Xbox was just what shined over the PS3. That's where the Xbox shined. It was over the 360 over the PS3. That's where everybody played fighting games, was on the Xbox 360, just purely because of specs and how that game ran every fighting game. And then transitioning over to where PS4 is now versus the Xbox One, like it kind of is, they're kind of at that neutral game. But a lot of the fighting games now, since they're like, a lot of them are console exclusive, because you got KI and then you got Street Fighter that is on the PS4, and then now heading into where the PS4 was with Street Fighter 5, and they got KI, and Xbox had other types of games. They're all primarily console, but a lot of players still play it on PC because that's what they prefer to play it on, whether it's online or they want to be in training mode. That's where they prefer to play.
Right.
So it really doesn't come down to
I wasn't
how
trying to go with that direction. I was
that's what
trying to
it
think of another direction.
that's what it sounded like.
I understand what it sounded like. I kind of lost vision of where I wanted to go with it. It just like came to my mind, and I thought maybe if I speak more about it, it would go somewhere.
To be quite honest, it doesn't, like, all in all, if you're playing the game, it doesn't matter what you train on. You already know what the tournament standards are. Matter of fact, PC has the power to turn their specs down to kind of match the PS4, PS5 power.
That's true.
Yeah.
So they can run their shit at 1080p, 60 frames per second, or 720p, depending on the game, and play it that way. The same thing, like a lot of FPSs where tournaments are switching over from console to PC, they're still gonna play at the same specs, and it just depends on who's the player. Because I don't know, you could probably.
I guess what I was trying to get at is like I was trying to think about like high level play, how like people train for tournament events, right? But if it doesn't have crossplay, or if someone doesn't have it on PC, they just like say one player, like one top player, like has it on PC and the other one has it on console, that then they can't like, practice against each other. You know what I mean?
Then you find somebody else. Then you find somebody else. You find the next available person, because you can't just limit yourself.
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to say that you can limit, that you're supposed to limit yourself. I was just thinking it from like a perspective of how you prepare for like a tournament event against like the people that you know that's going to be attending. You know what I mean?
But why would
they have like people,
Yeah, but why would you want to, like? I get you want to have a training partner.
Like consistent, yeah, like that. Like,
Yeah, I get.
You know what I mean?
I get training partners and stuff like that, but you shouldn't prepare yourself for one person or one character.
I understand that.
You should always prepare yourself for many different matchups. Like that's why.
I
just think that I don't know. I was just trying to go somewhere with it. Anyways, next topic.
What was that, Ola?
Well, I was gonna say, if you really think about it though, too, is like most people who have PCs, they also own a console.
That's true.
So if they really wanted to practice with someone who is on console,
right,
knowing that a tournament coming up is on console, they're gonna be on their console practicing also. They're not just gonna stick to their PC because it's not the same.
Right.
You know?
A lot of players don't, per se. Like, a lot of players do prefer playing on PC. A lot of players do prefer practicing on PC, but that's their choice, and they know that it's going to be a console, so that's just what they do. And especially for player-to-player matchups, or player-to-character matchups, or character-character, like if you have a bad character matchup, I would set myself to only play said character. Like, I would go out to find said character, and if that person plays a character, I'm gonna want to fight them for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just to kind of figure it out. And the thing is about like character matchups, like, yes, you can know a character matchup, but the beauty about fighting games is like it's not always about character matchups, because different players play the character differently.
Yeah,
That's the fucking beauty about fighting games. You can never find, besides like season 1 through 3 or season 1 through 4 of Street Fighter 5, we're all Nakalis, all Bisons, all fucking Camis. They all played the same. Now with season 5, you can definitely see that a lot of characters are finding individuality, and they're all playing different. And that's the beauty about fighting games. Like, you can never find the same character. I mean, you can find the same character, but you'll never find the same type of player.
Like, do you think skill level, interesting title. Do you think skill level matters when it comes to how someone plays a character?
Yes.
Okay.
1000% less. Yes. Because you can find somebody who has his all 4 corners fucking squared off. He has anti-airs. He has frame data. He knows his frames. He has ground game, and he has fucking, like, he has the tech. He has tech. He can tech throw. He do all that shit, and he has the tech for it. And then you'll have a player that has 2 of 4 corners. You know what I mean? Like, somebody who has anti-airs and he could tech throws, but he can't block. He doesn't know what plus frames. He doesn't know his unsafe strings. You can always find there's the difference between these type of players, and this. But sometimes somebody can have 2 of 4, somebody can have 3 or 4, but it's basic. It comes down to like the character knowledge and player knowledge as well for when you wanna expose the weakness.
Right, but I was talking about more so like the skill level. Would you agree that skill level changes of how someone plays a character? Does that make sense?
No.
Since you
okay, so like, if somebody,
right?
No, because so, like they're obviously gonna play the character the way they want to play it, because that's just how they're expressing themselves.
But
I mean,
when it comes to top level, it depends.
When it comes to top level, it doesn't really change at all. Like,
doesn't?
Like, you see, like, remember? Okay, the only thing I can really go back to is like at Evo 2014. No, Evo 2013. I think so. Evo 2012, 2013, around that time, where infiltration was on his rise, and he was like, everybody was watching. I think it was 2014. It might have been 2014 before Street Fighter 5. Infiltration at Evo that year, he switched characters from Akuma to Juri to Hakan. Like, the knowledge that this man had to switch up his both playstyles and characters, knowing like character matchups and things like that, and basically the way he played it too, like he had all corners set from anti-airs to everything. Like, infiltration really played it that way, and it comes down to how the player like reacts to how his opponent is playing. Like, he played against fucking PR Balrog, and Balrog messed up his Akuma, and he said, you know what, fuck it, let me go to Hakan. And grapplers are a hard counter to Balrog, because Balrog wants to be in your face when he wants to be, and he can't really do that against grapplers. So it really comes down to that player and how he plays the character, along with character knowledge in top level. So
there's a difference between playing the character differently and then like uniqueness, right?
Yeah.
And then there's also like a difference between that and top level optimalness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's always been that plateau of learning optimal things that you need to be doing in
everybody's gonna hit a plateau. Everybody's gonna hit a plateau. I've hit a plateau twice playing Street Fighter 5 because I couldn't make it past. I couldn't make it past fucking gold, and when I made it past gold, I couldn't stay in platinum. Like, it's a plateau. Everybody's gonna hit a plateau, but everybody needs to learn how to get over said plateau and go higher. And it comes down to the grind. Like, you just need to grind it out, really. Wicked, what games are you looking forward to, man? What games?
Man, honestly, right now I don't. The only thing I'm really looking forward to is the Dying Light series, the Back for Blood,
Ooh.
and was it Battlefield 6? And you know me,
That
I'm not even like a big zombie fan for Call of Duty or anything, but like Dying Light 2, Back for Blood, like that's what I like to get into.
Dying Light 2 looked sick. It looks
Bro,
so
when we watched it the other day, like I literally had to leave your stream because I didn't want to spoil any.
right, but that video didn't have any spoilers.
I did not care. Like anything could have been a spoiler to me for that one.
The thing, like,
And
you showed me Bad for Blood or back for Blood.
Back for Blood, yeah.
You showed me that one, and I was like, damn, that one actually looks sick too, because it's like Left 4 Dead, and I'm
Yeah.
actually looking forward to that one because that one looks fucking amazing. That game looks actually fucking amazing.
Yep.
Like the
And
Hmm?
apparently there's supposed to be a Star Wars coming out.
Really?
Open world.
Wait, I didn't even hear that Battlefield 6 got announced. How did you hear that?
Battlefield 6?
I didn't
Well,
even.
so there was a bunch of talk about it last year. There was very, very, very little talk of it this year. They finally announced that they're gonna release a video, their first video trailer in 3 days. So on the 9th.
Damn, that's before E3.
Yeah.
I think that's a day before E3 because E3 starts on the 10th.
Mm,
That's one thing I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to
So-
watching E3 content because E3 is gonna have some surprises this year.
yeah, but they've been letting me down recently.
I mean,
Like they've been saying like, "Oh, this is coming out. This is coming out. This is," and we haven't seen any of it.
well, because of the pandemic, there obviously things had to get delayed. Like a lot of games had to be delayed because of what happened in the world, and we all saw this coming. I mean, as soon as like shit was going down, I was like, man, a lot of these games are just not gonna come out this year, or maybe even like maybe till 2022. And some,
However,
huh?
however, though, they're taking about what, like maybe 20 to 30 people per game, right?
Yeah,
Working in different offices in front of a computer.
right.
Like, how is like, sure, like you can't have everybody in there at the same time working and whatnot, but
It takes more than 10 people to code a game. I mean,
no. But I'm saying like you can't have like all of these people in there working and whatnot at the same time. But they've been working on these games for years, you know, and then for them to be pushed back another 2 years, you know.
I mean, let's find some examples of games that released way too early and should have been pushed back.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk should have been pushed back. Oh my god, that game got pushed back once, and fans were just like, oh, we want the game now, so they were like, hey, you know what, hey, you guys can have the game, and look what happened.
Exactly. But that's because nobody knew what to expect with Cyberpunk.
Street Fighter 5 should have been pushed back because that game was cheeks when it came out.
Bro, tell me how that game became good
Because
years after.
it oh my god, it's because of esports. And I fucking listen, I love the way the FGC is going. They're getting the spotlight for a lot of these esports things and shit like that. But don't let esports control our fighting games, because that's what happened to Street Fighter 5. I mean, Tekken 7 did amazing because Tekken 7 fucking had their game in arcades in Korea for like a whole year until they actually released it to consoles and to everybody around the world because they polished it out locally and fucking let it happen in the world, and that game became the hottest game today. It's still one of the hottest games today. Tekken 7 is one of the hottest games right now because of the fact that they waited. They waited, they tested, they balanced it, they did whatever they needed to do to make that game amazing. And that's what they did. Street Fighter 5? Boy, when I tell you,
this man gets worked up every time.
when I tell you that Street Fighter 5 came out way too fucking early. No arcade mode, no story. Story came out about 4 or 5 months after. Fucking online still cheeks. Character balances were so bad. So bad character balances. And I played Nakali, and I'm saying that fucking character balances were bad. My character was top tier, and character balances were fucking bad. Like, definitely, I looked over the chat. We do stream this live on Twitch, guys. So I looked over the chat, and my homie said, like, it is definitely behind the scenes development really helped with Street Fighter 5, and it did. It really did.
Yeah.
Because Street Fighter 5 in the 5th season, in the 4th season, we saw a glimmer of hope with new V triggers. And it's like, all right, we can have somewhat of an individuality, even though still with the different V triggers. With different V triggers, there were strong ones and there were not so strong ones. And people you're always in tournament scenes, you're always going to veer over to the stronger V trigger.
Yeah.
Until they came out with the V skills, and then the pairing of V skills and V triggers really set individuality like higher at that point, because everybody, like for Nakali players, everybody if you want to run puke or the puke V skill and then V trigger 2, which is like that slow moving fireball, which takes a lot of frames to get active in the first place, but it's still really good because it causes 7 hits and the hit stun is really good as well. But then they changed V-Trigger 1, where they made V-Trigger 1 not infinite, where they set it to a timed frame, and you have an OTG. That game, listen, Street Fighter 5 Season 5 is such a better game than it was fucking 5 years ago. This game changed, and it changed for the better. But all I gotta say is that, like, game development, like, to me, I don't care if you push it back 3 months, 6 months, maybe even a year. If you need to push it back to polish the game to make it better than what you currently see right now, do it.
Agreed.
S-Fangs agree?
Agree.
All right.
I totally agree, 100%. When they it's like any developers that push back a game because they care about the community feedback is a good company of developers.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Bandai
Like
Namco.
Unlike Capcom, just like that incident with that one guy who effortlessly took a day or two to unravel Street Fighter's netcode, and instead of Capcom being like, hey, you want a job? You want to work for us to make our netcode better? No, they fucking said they fixed it. Yeah, no, they didn't fix shit. and then they didn't even hire the guy.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
You know the funny part about Street Fighter 5? Remember that some dude in his basement somewhere fixed the netcode for Street Fighter 5 and created a mod for it for the entire community, and Capcom said no, so they banned it. They fucking literally ripped files that just like you couldn't use it. Like, what the fuck? It's still so bad. Like, that's a game that should have waited. What other game should have waited?
Outriders.
Outriders, really? So
Yeah.
you've been grinding this game a
I've
lot.
been grinding it, bro. I really have.
Yeah. So what
but-
should have been like the difference maker?
Well, so okay. All in all, the game is amazing.
Yeah.
However, once you beat the story, once you max out your level, like once you max out like your world tiers, so like there's different levels to it. Like you gotta reach the level 30 and you have world tiers for like or higher drops for end game stuff, and then your end game stuff, it's a whole nother set of tiers to get to like the higher end things. But when you get to the higher end things, like nothing drops where you need it to be like higher to like proceed on to like, so like they have a mission, it's called Eye of the Storm, and everything like that's like the highest tier that you can be in, which is like tier 15 on the end game. And then your weapons and stuff, like bro, like instead of it dropping at like your 90k, which would help you out, you know, it drops at like 70k. And then there's like glitches where like, dude, like enemies will fall under the map and it'll screw you.
Oh
And you're
damn.
basically just, yeah, you're basically just sitting there like shooting at the ground hoping that he'll freaking come back up. um like finding games with your friends, like people will kick you out like mid game, bro. Like you can be close to the boss and they'll kick you from the party, stuff like that. Like you
That's
don't get any of your loot,
why
stuff like
would
that, man.
why would that be a feature? Why would that be a feature to like I get the whole kicking people out. Like, but that shouldn't be during game. That should be before match even
Yeah,
starts.
nah, bro. So like, yeah, you can do it like during game and whatnot, and it's a lot of stuff that's just broken. Like they first dropped the game, bro, and they had like legendaries, bro, dropping at god tier rolls, and then they have a patch, a small patch, and then like you get booted every time you like load into your friends or whatnot. Like you'll get booted out, and then now like
What?
nothing drops.
What?
And like yeah, so basically like that's it. Like I played the game for 2 weeks, bro. I maxed out 4 characters.
That's a
Like
grind.
yeah, it's a grind, bro, and like there's nothing else to do. And even like Anthem, bro, like Anthem was such a letdown.
Anthem was oh my I'm so happy I didn't buy that game.
Oh, bro, it
I'm
was
so
such
happy I did
a
not buy that game. I
letdown.
already saw shit coming because I knew that they were making promises that
Bro,
seemed crazy to me.
bro, it was set out. It was set out to be game of the year, bro. And they, bro,
It's
it
now
was
set.
game.
It's
It was
preview of
game
the
of the
hour.
trash can, bro,
It
with a
was
kid. It was super trash.
it was best trailer of the year. That's all it could probably win. Best trailer.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it.
Like that game had horrible load times. It
Bro, like
had
it had like at least a 3 minute load time, bro.
fucking sometimes longer. Some people would crash trying to load in a game. Swapping between open world and into the town, I guess, was fucking bad. It's just delayed. Like what other games were just holy shit. Cold War could have seen a little bit of a delay, but obviously it's Call of Duty. They are not gonna delay their games. It's
Yeah.
it's
Well, I mean, so Cold War, dude, the alpha was fun.
Alpha was fun,
Like
no doubt. No
I
doubt the
played
Alpha
the
was fun.
shit out of the alpha.
I think we all did, really.
The beta was broken. They knew they had stuff to fix. And I mean, Cold War is not it's not the greatest, but it's also not the worst Call of Duty that they've
I still have fun in Cold War. Like that's
exactly.
like Cold War and Modern Warfare have been the two Call of Duties I actually had fun playing, rather
Yeah.
than like fucking Advanced Warfare shit show. I fucking hated that game.
Advanced Warfare was fun, bro. Like
I
I
hated
mean,
that game.
it was fun because it was new.
It was fun because it was new, and then like I just got man, I played it, but at the same time, I rarely had as much fun as I had
Yeah.
fucking playing Black Ops or anything like that.
Agreed. I mean, like, well, I mean, like, think about it though, right? Like, Advanced Warfare, bro. Like, we were hardcore players.
Yeah,
We're still hardcore players. However, bro, was it not fun to like as soon as you spawn in, jump up in the air and just stomp your buddy?
Foot
Like,
dive.
bro, like you're running like you see your buddy on the ground, bro, and you jump off the top of the building, bro, and just straight curb stomp him.
That's probably one of the highlights of that game.
Like that's
Just
what
fucking
made
foot diving
the
people.
game fun.
But still, it was just such a fucking horrible fucking gameplay experience. Besides
It
like
was.
like
It was
man.
laggy. It was based off of who got the better gun drop.
They tried to follow what Titanfall did. Just bad.
Yeah.
Just bad. They like the boost and shit were just crazy, chronically fast. Like you can dodge. Like you felt like a fucking character in the Matrix. You can dodge bullets.
Yeah.
Like you just hear yourself getting fucking shot at. You just up and out. Literally, that's all you had to do. Up and out. And if a player was not good at boosting, you got shot.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, it also brought out a lot of aim. Like you needed to know how to aim.
That's what made me want to learn keyboard and mouse even more playing that game.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like if you could not aim in that game, you were just dead all the time.
It's just ridiculous. The movement was way too fast. And then Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, when they brought out the exos and they started bringing out like character supers. That's so fuck. They're trying to follow the trend that is out right now, and then, of course, we're gonna have Warzone, and everybody loves Warzone. But at the same, it's a
Here's the
BR.
thing. Here's the thing about Warzone, right? Don't get me wrong. I love playing Warzone, but this is a multi-million-dollar company, right?
Mm-hmm.
That cannot invest in an anti-cheat.
That part.
Like, bro, like, okay, so what? Okay, they tweet out, right? Oh, we banned 400,000 people this movie. Well, guess what? 10 minutes later, bro, 400,000 people have new accounts.
Yeah, they all have new accounts. It wasn't a straight IP ban. It was just a player ban. It was an account ban, which they can obviously work around that easily into make another account. That's all they have to do. It's not a successful anti-cheat that they have going on right now. It's not. They got fucking 3 people sitting at their desk trying to review these accounts.
Yeah. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, bro. It'd be an amazing VR. Invest a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the game is now what? Almost 2 years old. Modern Warfare itself is almost 2 years old.
Yeah.
Warzone is about a year and 3, maybe 4 months. But it's still the same thing, bro.
It's still the same thing. It's still the same map. Nothing really changed. I will
say this, bro. They really pulled a fast one on everybody, though.
When they said they were gonna fucking change the map,
bro, they're gonna give us a whole new map. It's gonna be totally different.
But what they do?
And boom, reskin.
The same shit. Shit.
And that's kind of what's like getting me really annoyed with Call of Duty. Like if you go back to like Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, fun games.
Actually, Modern Warfare,
love those games.
Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, right? New maps all the time. There was always new maps. And now, like, we're getting into like these newer Call of Duties, and it's like Cold War, bro. Raid, Standoff.
Yeah, we're just bringing in all these old ass maps.
And it's like, sure, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. I love those maps. They were great maps.
Right, but give us something new.
Give us something new.
Give us something original. Don't give us Nuketown 3044 anymore. I don't want that shit. Don't give us Nuketown 1649 or fucking like get rid of Nuketown already. I don't give a shit about Nuketown.
Call of Duty, if you guys watch this, please don't get rid of Nuketown. I like
Get
that.
rid of Nuketown. Get that shit out of here. Don't nobody like Nuketown no more.
Matter of
Y'all,
fact,
you
the
you
next
guys
Black Ops
always
you guys make,
you guys
bring it
always
back.
no, you guys always break the map anyway. We can shoot through everything still. The fuck? Like, there's no. Oh my god. Oh, listen.
Bro, but imagine, remember like the memories.
Oh, listen. The memories can stay memories. I don't want to fucking relive that shit.
Yeah, but all of these new kids, you know, like
all these new kids will never know the struggles.
exactly.
All these
That's
new
why
kids.
with Nuketown coming back, we can share with them our struggles.
Nah, bro. See, listen. No.
Bro, I played Nuketown yesterday, bro, and I went 97 and 50. Dropped the nuclear, and those they knew my struggle from back then that I can now give to them. So in like 20 years, bro, when Call of Duty Black Ops 55 comes out, like they can give their, you know, the struggles.
S-Fangs, what?
S-Fangs is like, nah, this is a bullshit. Let's talk about Apex.
What? No.
S-Fangs, what games or updates or anything are you looking forward to?
What update? Genshin
Anything.
Impact
Games or updates?
Genshin Impact. Updates for Genshin Impact. 1.6 drops. I think Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
No, you bring up Genshin Impact, right? And I tried my hardest to get into it.
It's a hard game if you don't get into it from the very start of the, or at least 1 month after when I got in. I skipped one banner but at the same time I was still in the time period because they did something for the players who start the game, right? At least within like a month of time getting into the launch, and they gave you more premium gems which is what's used to pull on the banners, the whole gacha system and whatnot. But like the way that you get premium gems, but then after that they like, all right, you get this amount. Like they lowered it from the new players that came in after. So it's really hard because of the very beginning of the story, and then on top of like where everyone else is already at, or like where everyone's friends would be at, right? It's a total grind. So I can totally understand the frustration or just like, do I really want to put in the time to get to where my friends are? It's a hella grind. It's gonna take months. You know, it's not just like wham bam done. And there's a story that you have to go along with it. I totally understand. Don't beat yourself over not being able to, not feeling like you want to get into the game. It's a commitment. It's one of those games that you got to use, that you actually have to commit to.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. I got commitment issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like I committed, bro, to like Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've committed to like Days Gone and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Days Gone. Oh.
And hence the reason why I have issues now.
Uh-huh.
But
Genshin is really promising.
Don't get me wrong, like I don't mind the grinding. I don't mind any of that stuff, right?
I don't mind the grinding either. But when you have like a system mechanic that just makes everything harder, like Warframe,
I mind the grinding.
It's hard.
Listen, I mind the grinding because remember what happened in Destiny? And then before Destiny 2 came out, my fucking unicorn. You remember that?
Uh-huh.
You remember my unicorn? My Vex Mytho class?
I don't remember it, bro. I don't remember it because I probably dismantled like 70 of them.
This man.
But like, I totally feel your pain because like for me, my game when it comes to Glad is Warframe. I paid like I spent like I want to say at least $60, maybe 80 on Warframe on PS4, right? For platinum, and whatnot, just because I like the trading system. But I spent my platinum. I still got some platinum on my account. I wasn't like just spending it, you know. I was doing it for like events. I'm like, oh, I'm missing this part. Buy this part. Can't get anywhere else with platinum. For a reason, it's not like those bloated assholes want to get everything. But like, I wish it had cross, or rather, I wish it had crossplay with PC. But at the same time, I also wish it had save train. I would totally, because back then I had like a laptop. I didn't have my custom made PC that I have now, and so I couldn't run that on my app whatsoever. And I wish I could just transfer over my save data from PS4 to PC. Main reason is because one of my PS4 controllers has fucking drift again. My newest one ended up getting drift. Same drift that my other one had. The reason why I bought it. And like, even though Warframe is nice to actually update their control system where you can actually counteract drift, which is super nice. But even with that, it wasn't.
You gotta stop
I
pushing.
just wish I could play it on PC.
That's the thing, bro. Is like, bro, like
And on
you
top of
can
like
on
Warframe having
control.
those like hourly things where you build this and it takes this long at 24 hours or 72 hours just for a fucking frame that you can't play until 3 days later, like bro, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I really hated that.
Speaking of controllers too, is like, dude, like they don't make controllers how they used to.
Oh yeah, they definitely don't. But I can tell you this: the PS5 controller is goated. I love it. It feels better than the PS4. 100%. It feels better in every manner of every existence. It outclasses it every time. Like in every aspect. Oh, that's a nice custom controller. You got yourself drifted right there, black frame.
Buttons on the back and everything.
I'm guessing did you get that? Did it come like that? Did you make it come like that, or did you end up getting like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
new?
No, I
piece?
bought it like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Paid about
That's
220 for it.
Oh my god. You know, with
224.
with
Yeah.
that type
You
of
pay
with that
$200
type
for
of
a controller.
money, you can get an arcade stick, you know, for your fighting games. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can get one of these.
I mean, like that's like the equivalent to, you know, like your guys' arcade sticks.
Oh no,
Do
he's
you?
destroying stuff now.
No, I'm not destroying anything. But wait, is that a scuff?
It is not a scuff. I actually
So why the
Oh,
fuck did
do
that thing?
not
Is that a
buy
controller
scuffs.
freak?
I know it's actually a aim controller, bro.
Oh my god! So that
what
it's
does
a
that mean? Is that just a brand?
lifted thumbsticks.
It's
Oh,
another.
you can easily buy those though. Like you can just buy those. Like you can buy those separately, can't you?
Yeah. But no, but these are like, this is full custom. Like, well, you can't
Yeah, you
really see
got
it.
bumpers in the back too.
I
Oh,
have 4 paddles for the back. I have 2 paddles that I took off, and then these 2. But like, so you know how Scuff is.
yeah.
So this is another brand, like not Scuff, but similar to Scuff, which
Oh, is Scuff a brand? I thought Scuff was just
No,
I
Scuff was
just
a
thought
brand.
Scuff was the term. I just thought
yeah,
Scuff was the term for like
yeah.
for like having paddles on the back of the controller. I thought that was
No,
just a term. Okay.
definitely. Yeah, so but like Scuff, bro, Scuffs before, like they used to take screws and they used to screw them into your back paddle, and then that would pretty much be the only thing that would ever break, right? So you just order brand new paddles, bro. You unscrew the paddles, you put the new paddles on. They're like, my stuff would last me like a year to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then, bro, so like I bought a scuff like just after the pandemic started,
Right.
which was understandable, like that it took forever to get to me because, you know, the pandemic was going on. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
so I ordered it, bro. It came like 4 months later. You know, after them saying it's gonna be ready to ship by this date.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 2 months after that date I got it, and then the very next month, bro, Scuff broke.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
Definitely.
and they're like, oh, you can send it back in. We're not sure when we're gonna be able to get it back to you, and whatnot. But you know, like this is what you can do. So I did that, and I decided, you know, I'm just completely done with Scuff because, you know, Scuffs was going, like it was lasting me a year to 2 years to lasting me 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I have to return it and get a fixed one.
Yeah, that happened to me with GameCube controllers because like they don't make GameCube controllers like they used to.
Yeah. So it's like sure, you guys are, you know, you guys are doing all of this stuff, like professional players are using your guys' controllers, but you guys got to remember, like your guys' regular customers who are buying these controllers because they see these pro players using it.
Yep.
You know, they don't realize that these pro players are also going through these scuffs like crazy, but they're getting them for free because they're sponsored.
Yep.
But you get like a normal player like you, me, Andrew, and we're like, dude, we just spent $200
like
on this
60,
controller
like
and it's
$260,
great,
anywhere from
you know?
60 to 200.
Yeah.
That's one of the beauties about like
Arcade sticks.
arcade sticks, because like if a button breaks, I can just buy buttons. I don't have to send it back or anything like that. If something is wrong with the PCIe board or something like that, I can replace that board with something else. Like arcade sticks are fully modifiable, and it just takes some easy ass work. Like I guess with the controllers that Wicked has now, like it just made it that much easier to kind of modify as well.
Yeah.
So it's super easy.
That's how understandable. But, you know, I
And
love my PS5
I
controller.
only use the PlayStation 5 controller when I play on PC.
Exactly.
So, alright.
And that was the main reason why I bought the PS4 controller for like PC for 8.
Huh?
I have to run and grab some stuff real quick
Okay.
from outside. But I will be right back.
Okay. Turn it on. Turn it. There you go. There it is.
I figure if I turn on my camera, it might switch the views around.
Oh,
So-
okay. Oh yeah, but
They don't want to give you that problem for editing purposes.
so like
Mm.
controllers talked about, we got some games that are coming out that we're definitely looking forward to. We're looking forward to season 2 of Demon Slayer. That's coming out soon. Oh man, season 2 of Demon Slayer is coming out. How is that gonna start? I just hope they're not gonna give us shortened or longer, like episodic version of Mugen Train.
Yeah.
I just don't
But
want
it
that to
definitely
happen.
but it does need to like. I feel like it does need to like. Considering that Mugen Train came out after the season 1, because it literally like I can see the transition from the last episode of the series into Mugen Train, and then they should just do it from Mugen Train. Truthfully, like give us I'm not asking for like a what is it God damn it, what do they call it, a backflash of like a summary in the beginning of the episode before the intro, right? Like of what ended on Mugen Train. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for that. I'm just asking for them to like.
I would like them to integrate like them picking up from where they are in Mugen Train, give a little bit of a flashback, and then continue the story, and then give flashbacks of what happened to Mugen Train later on in like a lot of episodes. I would much rather have that rather than retelling Mugen Train in 12 episodes. I don't want that to happen.
Right. But from the trailer, though, you might be able to get to see that Buddhist guy that you like.
Oh, my boy crying.
Yeah. He was in the trailer. He was definitely in the trailer.
Yo,
he was in the trailer.
He's mad. I bet he's fire. I bet that man would fucking pimp slap somebody down quick. I just can't wait to see what the fuck he does. Oh man. All right, Demon Slayer season 2 is coming out soon. I've been hearing a lot from My Hero Academia recently, and I need to catch up.
Okay, I got a rumor for you, right? Well, it may not be a rumor, but it was more so like an announcement.
Okay. My
Hero Academia fighting.
They already have that though. They got 2 of them.
No, they don't.
They have 2 of them.
They're coming. Coming out with. No, they don't. They have mobile games for it, but they don't have.
No, they had 2
games. They
games.
have Jump Force. Okay, listen.
No, they don't have. No, they have
Force.
My Hero Academia One's Justice.
Oh, okay. Well, I think what they said is, like T Minus told me about it. It was like I think a second fighting game for it. I think they're coming out with another My Hero's Academia fighting game.
Is it going to be a 2D fighter or is it going to be a 3D fighter like they did with My Hero One's Justice 1 and 2? Because there's 2 of them. There's 2 My Hero One's Justice, and they played.
I don't.
And they played just like Naruto.
I don't know much about it, but let me see if I can't. I know he DM'd me, so let me see. Let me see if I can just. Okay, here's the treat.
Why you?
Right, copy link. Here you go. That's the treat.
Oh, with Arc System Works.
Yeah. This is what I got from T Minus. Yeah, this is the news. This is my my discovery. Well, not my discovery, but like
Oh
my
no! Don't tell me that what I'm seeing is
You know what I'm hoping for? Actually, time out. You asked me what am I hoping for. All right, I got it. I got you. A new Blaze Blue cross tag game. I want a new Blaze Blue game.
that's what I'm looking at in this picture. It's gonna be
yeah,
it's gonna be BB Tag,
yeah,
and it's gonna include my hero players, my hero characters.
yeah,
That's what I'm looking at right now.
yeah. Game details: 2v2 with 1 assist. Neutral heavy gameplay. Has stage transactions. Visually similar to GGST or in Dragon Ball Fighters. Roster consists both playable and assist only characters. That's what it says.
That looks pretty sick though, not gonna lie.
And it says that it says Arc System is working on a My Hero Academia fighting game, which will reveal at E3. I'm excited for this, but I'm also excited for my hopes of a new Blaze Blue game. Central Fiction was good.
Central Fiction was good. That was fun.
And then Cross Tag is like
Cross Tag already.
I think Cross Tag it can be considered as its own genre.
Cross Tag already like dipped into the anime realm as well because they brought Ruby characters, and for anybody that knows Ruby, they know Rooster Teeth.
Me too. Oh, I'm also excited for where they're gonna go with season 9. Just eight
Bring your microphone closer to your mouth. You're cutting out. There you go.
So Ruby season 9 is what I'm also looking forward to, and because season 8 was such a tail biter such nail biter. It's like they really pulled one all over us because we didn't know what direction they were going to go with the anime, and they basically, it was a roller coaster. Season 8 is a roller coaster ride that 10 out of 10 I would do over.
Okay.
Because after the caster, Monty passed away, they're keeping the season alive. They're keeping his dream alive. But at the same time, people are saying that they're kind of ruining it for what he envisioned. But at the same time, I feel like it's their decision on where they go.
Okay.
Obviously, I think they have the intentions of Monty's dream, but I just gotta say, I'm looking forward to season 9 because season 8 was really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
They had a lot of plot twists that you would love seeing in anime. Episode after episode, plot twist after plot twist, every episode.
Shit, I'm gonna have to try to watch Ruby now. Man, I got too much anime on my watch list, bro.
What? You need to you need to schedule days with me and I'll watch it, bro. That's all I can say.
I need to schedule times where I can actually watch something because I don't be watching anything. I'm usually like working. When I come home, I stream or play some games with y'all, and then I just go to sleep.
I see.
That's what I'm really doing. Like, so
and then you're D&D.
So you missed it, Wicked. We were talking about how Demon Slayer 2 season 2 is coming out soon.
Ooh.
Yep, that's coming out soon.
And take a look at the tree. I mean, I know you're not into fighting games. Look at the percent that we were in.
They're looking at a My Hero. Yeah, they're looking at a My Hero Academia like crossover. So that might happen too.
And be revealed at E3.
Just don't be another Dragon Ball Fighters. That's all I gotta say.
That's fair.
Don't be another Dragon Ball Fighters because everybody knows how much I dislike that game. And it's
you're about to be mad though.
What?
Because I just started Attack on Titan.
You just started it?
Yeah.
Damn,
you're in for a ride. I have to finish season 3 and start season 4 still.
I watched season 1. I didn't go into season 2.
You're missing out. What episode are you on?
I'm on season 2, episode 2.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you're getting to the good parts.
Yeah. I mean, I was already tripping, but
bro, hey, these walls cannot hold back these Titans for some reason. They're gonna find out why.
It's good though, bro. Like I watched season 1 in a day, 25 episodes.
I think it took me like 2 days to watch it because I was watching other shit. All right. Oh, we are coming up on time. So let's see. How do we close this out besides us? We already ranted about a whole bunch of games that should have been delayed. We've talked about a chicken nugget.
Bro, I'm still tripping on that chicken nugget, bro. I mean, that's a lot of willpower, bro, to not eat that chicken nugget.
That is a lot of willpower to not eat that chicken nugget, but it's also a lot of willpower to actually look at your wallet and be like, yeah, let me spend $100,000 on a fucking nugget.
Bro, all I can think about, bro, is seeing that chicken nugget, bro, and just being like, yep, I'm the imposter.
he just you open a box, it comes in just
like that's a victory for me.
Oh my god. It's not a victory for the wallet.
It is not a victory for the wallet. It is a victory to the person who sold it, though.
Yeah, that is a definite victory. I mean, taxes, what? They're only going to take out maybe 500. That's still a lot of money. Maybe. But we're going to go ahead and let's see. We're going to close the podcast out here. So any closing things that you want to say, S-Bangs?
No, not really. Other than you can find me where I usually am. Twitch S_Fangs, Twitter sfang69, and YouTube S_Fangs.
Okay.
The usual. Come hang out. I got some new sound settings for my stream. So I can actually have music in my live stream and not have it in my VOD. That was a success. I'm happy for that. Gotta figure out for my mics. But other than that, I did good. I feel accomplished. I spent my time learning that program.
Interesting. Okay, so Wicked, you got some closing words?
I mean, the only closing words that I really have.
The rabbit
Enjoy
always.
life. The hungry rabbit jumps. And for those of you who are following me on Twitch, I did switch over to Facebook Gaming. So if you're looking for me, it's the same vlwiicked for Facebook, 2 eyes. Other than that, man, just enjoy life.
Yep, and
that's all I got.
I'll be sure to post all their links in the descriptions down below as well, and I'm definitely gonna be posting Wicked's Facebooks for his lives as well. And also next week's this coming Sunday, we're actually gonna dedicate an episode to the one and only my brother down here himself, Wicked. So we're gonna go ahead and do that on next Sunday coming up. So be on the lookout for that. If you're not following me on Twitter already, that's where I'll post these updates. If you're not following me on Twitch, you should click that follow button. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, because this is where I'm going to be posting it every single time. It's going to be here on the YouTube. I'm actually going to be looking forward to creating a separate YouTube channel for the CommonHeads podcast. So I'm actually going to be going into doing that as well. I'm sorry that the Cheesecake Man couldn't be with us today.
Yeah, that's sad.
We're gonna I'm hoping he's doing all right. He knows we love him, and I hope everything is going well with him. But until next time, I am IFC_JKid808. You can find me everywhere from TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all in that tag. So be sure to check us out on our upcoming streams, and be sure to check us out in the next coming episodes for the CommonHeads podcast. Until then, take care, everybody. Peace and love. Too sweet. I'll catch you guys next time.